Despite her fondness for battle, Sadu is an astute leader. If we plead our case in earnest, I'm certain she can be persuaded. Great faith gives rise to great strength, for better or worse. Whatever it is that Dotharl holds sacred, we would do well to accord it all respect. Well, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, and here in the Dotharl camp, where we want to get Sadu's blessing to use their sacred relic to power an energy wall. Here again. Other matters demand our time, Kagan. Unless it's battle you seek. Alas not. Quite the opposite, in fact. Talking, always talking. You say the pillars hold great power? Of course they do. They are the source of Naama's strength. To the Dotharl, no place is more sacred. We will make ash of any who would defile it. Though I see this is not your wish. You see the wisdom of our proposition, then? You will join hands with us? I said nothing of joining hands. You wish to wield Naama's power to defend these lands, and this I will allow. But for leaving the steppe to fight the man in iron, I would have something in return. Namely... battle. With you, Han. When Adam ended ere it began, I would face you again alone, without distractions. Defeat me, prove yourself as stronger, and you shall have the Dotharl as your allies. Surely these are agreeable terms? Well, this is not wholly unexpected turn of events. Though I had assumed I would be the one required to fight. Alas, the cartoon has made her choice. Shall we dance? It shall be a battle the steppe shall not soon forget. Already my soul burns brighter. Prepare yourself, Han, and await me outside the car. I will gather my witnesses and join you anon. Ah yeah, she's pregnant. Perhaps for eternity, because the story never continues. Try as I might, I fail to see the logic in this arrangement. I can but conclude there is none. When I was little, I would stride up to Gosetsu, wooden sword in hand, and challenge him. To his great credit, he never held back, and I had many a bump and bruise to show for it.
Yes! This spot shall serve as well as any. I shall enjoy this, Han.
Is this truly necessary? Have you no peaceable way of making decisions?
Speak not of peace. You stand before proud warriors of the Dotharl. In the heat of battle do our souls burn brightest. We lay low the strong that we may rise higher. That is our way. The way of might. There is no other.
Oh, they do not want for conviction.
Indeed. It's what makes them such dangerous enemies. And such useful allies.
Enough talk! It is time to fight!
Let's have it then. Come, Han, let us dance! You're strong indeed, a worthy champion of a step. But you're mistaken if you think I will fall so easily. Good, good, I had hoped that.
In death do our souls sing!
Yeah? Not certain. Fighting you is pure bliss. Such sweet pleasure I will not suffer to end so soon. Well, do not tell me that's all you have. My soul demands more, Han. Give me more.
In death do our souls sing! In death do our souls sing!
My arms grow heavy, my eyes dim, but so long as my lifeblood flows, I will fight on.
How it burns!
60 seconds to meteor impact. This for reckoning, Han. One must fall.
In death do our souls sing! Yes! Yes! Not since the Nardum has my soul burned so! Come! We have only just begun.
Enough! You were not granted leave to set the steppe ablaze.
Well, well, the sun has come out to play.
Be gone, Moonstruck Coroneer! I am busy!
Fool of a Dotharl! Have you forgotten the face of your master already? The sun will never set, From his seat on high, he reigns over all, now and forever.
Xaela. Just thinking, what a crap.
Yet what should he find here but a battle to determine the fate of the steppe? A battle waged without his blessing. This will not stand. You, Doman! You who come to petition the warriors of this land, forget that all Naama's children are wards of the Orinir. As first among my brothers, your petition is mine alone to judge.
These words are as wind from a horse's backside. Plentiful, but your axe sings more sweetly. Let her speak for you.
Insolent child. You will learn your place!
Forgive me, Brother Magni, but we have an arrangement with the Dotharl. We will not abide any interruptions.
So be it. The sun will pass judgment on all. Didakul, join me.
The sun is in good company. We may dance alone.
Beg not for mercy, for you will have none. Bear witness to the power and the glory of Azim!
Constantly at each other's throats like rabid dogs. Gods, I'm turning into her. I have not the patience for this. But if we must fight, let us at least be brief. Come.
And whom are you turning? Your master? Defeat Magni the Older. And now we play Xaela. Stone, Arrow, Cure 2, and Etherwell. Can't move it, okay. And let's complete your case unto the sun. Oh, we will endeavor to be most convincing. When we have claimed victory, I claim Hien for Babaduga. Do as you will.
Kneel or die!
Focus on Magni. Leave Didakul to me. You too must learn your place.
Bow down before me!
Hien?
Kneel or die!
Let's move us right along.
Mark well and learn!
You have left yourself open, Doman.
Concentrate!
The spot's ill. Xaela, Some healing would be welcome. My fist swells with the passion of a Boduga. Every last drop I give to you, Hien.
Kneel or die!
Just a dot. Don't know. Hien.
Bow down before me!
Mark well and learn!
Kneel or die! Bow down before me!
Noble folly of opposing the will of Azim!
Tremble before the
The
sun!
scales of the father take on extraordinary hardness. These axes will not break. You have nowhere to hide. Very well. Restore that to me. What? I shall take care of this.
Let us be about it!
Predictable. What? Every step you take, every move you make, the sun sees all. Now fall.
Yeah.
Time to finish this.
Ether, to me. Have at you.
What strength? What grace is this?
Never have I felt such bliss in defeat. 'Twas a battle to burn soul and flesh to ash. We Dotharl will lend you our strength as promised. Naama's power is yours to wield. What does the sun say to that?
The sun is not driven by base motives such as yours. But they have been judged and found worthy. It is the way of the Oranir to accord recognition and respect to the strong. You have made sufficient proof of your strength. The sun shall answer your call.
You have our thanks. We are glad to call you allies.
You? By what are you called?
Y'shtola, why?
Are you my Naama?
That again.
I beg your pardon?
In battle, you shone with all the majesty of the full moon's light. Your healing touch, the embodiment of the Dusk Mother's love. Long had I wondered if my Naama might not be a woman of the steppe. Beholding you, I am all but certain. Now, look into my eyes. Could it be? Could you be?
I am. Not interested, little son. Try again when you've become a man.
Ouch.
Little?
Little son! Little son! Does it pain you, little son? Crave you salve to soothe the ache? Fire to sear the wound in your heart?
All right.
We have wasted enough time here. Siren awaits for word of our success.
Nothing to do with us. Have fun, you. Magnai's unannounced appearance had me worried for a moment. But it was not his day to shine. Still, I cannot fault the man's bravery. Offended? Not in the least. I'm no stranger to clumsy propositions, and that, believe it or not, was far from the worst I have heard. Yet not only content with Sadu, but Magnai too? Such a fierce battle that must have been. Yet here you stand, triumphant. Having passed such a test, they could not well deny you their allegiance. The Mo will make no such demands. Weak though we are, we'll gladly stand with you. The steppe is our home, and we will defend it with all our being. You have my heartfelt thanks. Of all the tribes of the steppe, there is none I would rather have at my side. God's willing, many more will rally to our cause. I shall send you word when we have answers from all the tribes. I cannot thank you enough, Serena. None of this would have been possible without you. So our alliance begins to take shape. Now, if we can just get that aether flowing again, it will have been a successful trip. Though the Mole have no love for war, we love our home fiercely. Should the steppe be threatened, we will rise up to protect it, as will full many other tribes, I believe. Endure. We have the requisite consent. 'Tis time to put Naama's power to use. If the aether flows as planned, all that remains is to have the ironworks engineers do their work at the ruins. Come, let us return to the House of the Crooked Coin. I would not have a first idea how to awaken such a contraption, let alone control it. But then I'm not an Archon of Sharlayan. I shall begin at once. You may wish to step back.
Did it work?
It did. Ether may flow freely to the burn once more.
To manipulate ether in such vast quantities is draining, to say the least. I should take it slow for a while. I do not pretend to understand what you did, Y'shtola, but you did it. Thanks to you and Serenia, of course. We have taken a momentous step towards securing our defenses. Now, as much as I believe our rest is in order, we should probably make haste back to the Enclave. Agreed, the others may already have returned from their missions, and they wouldn't know how things stand. As would I, without further ado then. My lord informs me you are instrumental to the success of his mission to the Azim Steppe, but we hope to make many more allies. We could wish for no better than you and your fellow science. Each of the factions lent an ear to our petition. As anticipated, however, many were unwilling to do more than that. Everyone has returned. Excellent. Time to take stock. It would seem we are the last to arrive. Judging by your triumphant expressions, I take it all went well on the Azim Steppe? Indeed. We have secured a suitable source of energy for the barrier. Good. Dotharl and I have commissioned Garland Ironworks to ensure the field generators function as they should. A team of engineers stand ready to set out for the burn at a moment's notice. We need only say the word. I thank you for engaging their services on our behalf. The minutiae of the arrangement you may leave to me. Which leaves a small matter of our alliance. So, Yugiri, Hakuru, how fared you with our neighbors? My lord, all the factions we approached are in agreement that the Empire poses a threat, and many responded positively to talk of an alliance. From Hingashi and Suinosato, however, we received outright rejections. The former will not break its treaty with the Empire, and the latter will not involve itself in conflict. Just as we expected then. Well, there's not to be done about it. We must focus on the West. To each of the nations that were amenable to an alliance, I will personally send a missive. And once I have attended to that, I believe we will have done everything we can to fortify Doma's defenses. For the time being, at least. All of which means I may leave for the meeting in Alamigo with a lighter heart. Yugiri, Hakuro, if you would be so kind as to hold the fort in my absence. My friends, You could not have achieved so much in so little time without your help. For that I give you my heartfelt thanks. Till the meeting then. I took the liberty of asking Thancred to attend as well. He should be arriving in the Allagan quarter by now. Then let us not keep him waiting, shall we? Okay, you write your missives. I knew full well how Wingashi and Sadu would respond. You did not to lessen the disappointment when they finally stopped equivocating. Are you perchance familiar with Naxxia? It's a region to the south and west of Yangxia, and home to several small nations. Such peoples will understand the value of an alliance, and thus did many of them receive our proposal most favorably. Okay, but I think I end this episode here, and we return to Thancred later. Until next time then, I am Mace, and don't get lost.